Up with everybody? I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, a phenomenal night for those of us that are on the opposite side of the world. Really quick, before we get into the call, before the next speaker comes in and shares the sauce, I gotta see some more faces, fam. Whether it's the ceiling, the wall, I know a lot of us doing stuff, whether it's the inside of your pocket, yes, whether you're driving, you're cooking, you're working out, you're doing something else, as long as it's appropriate, we got to see the faces, right? And the reason why I want to make sure we see some faces is because I want to bring up really quick what the point of this call was, right? Because I think it's very important that we understand what's going on here. It says advanced social skills. Social. We're seeing each other, right? It's social. It's a social skill, right? Being comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable with expressing who you are, and being comfortable communicating with people, right? And what I think is so amazing is this next speaker. I love the fact that he's running this call because it's so funny. If you've heard him run an event or run an op call, he always says this. He says, I'm one of the most introverted people in this room, or I'm one of the most introverted people that are on this call, right? So from him being one of the most introverted people, one of the most introverted individuals, to now running a call on social skills really just goes to show what kind of growth. And it really goes to show just how aware this guy is of how valuable, okay, the social skills are, right? Because he has done a complete 180. All right, this is somebody that works his absolute face off. All right, he's crazy work ethic. He is such a nice guy, which it only makes sense too. When I saw that he was running social skills, I was like, oh yeah, because every time I'm on the phone with Cruiser, he always makes sure we handle business and whatnot, but he always makes sure that I'm okay, right? He's always showing love. He's always showing care. And now he's here to deliver for the whole team. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and bring up the man that's about to help each and every single one of us deal with individuals, deal with people, and just deal with life. So that being said, Cruiser, man, go ahead, take over. I'm excited for what you got.
What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Yo, first of all, appreciate you, Lewis, for opening up the call. That haircut, man. I like the short hair, bro.
You see what you talking about? What you talking about?
Sheesh. But yeah, guys, I'm excited to be here with you guys, and Lewis said it best. Like, if you guys hear me talk about my story like over and over and over again, I always say, like, yo, I'm one of the most naturally introverted people that you would ever meet. So if this is something that I can learn, it's definitely a skill that you could learn. What I like to tell people is, I tell people that I am I call it a situational extrovert is what it is. It's like I learned how to talk to people, and I could talk to people when I need to talk to people. And yeah, guys, obviously in network marketing, in relationship marketing, it's just all about communication. It's all about how to win friends and influence people, which is one of my favorite books of all time. And so I might do like a multiple, like different series on this entire topic of just influencing and just social skills and all these different kinds of things. And it's something that I love to talk about, because if you don't have these basic skills, you won't be able to influence other people. If you can't influence other people, then you'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to build a successful business or even enjoy life, right? Because the quality of your life, a big part of it is going to be the quality of your relationships and how you're able to communicate, relate to people, and all these different things. So yeah, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of give you guys some exercises, because we're going to start doing a lot more action-based calls. Like I hate being on calls where it's just like, okay, cool. Like, you're talking and talking and talking, but like, boom, like, let's do something. You know what I mean? Like, how can I apply this information? I hope you guys hop on these calls every single day and you're like, okay, cool, I got the information, let me apply the information. So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. But in this particular call, we're going to be talking about the hook point. So when you meet somebody, or when you're in conversation with somebody, or maybe it's somebody that you already even know, in any interaction, there's a hook point. There's a point where like you just hook someone's attention. And what happens is it's a shift in their mindset. It's a shift in their energy, and they really start to care. So you might be talking about one thing, and then you bring up like crypto, and I'm like, maybe I'm not really paying attention, and all of a sudden, like, I'm like really listen, I'm hooked, right? And so this is one thing I wanted to really talk about today, because if you don't like understand like this basic concept, then it's game over. So there are 3 things that you can really look for to know for a fact that if you have hooked somebody or not. And number 1 is that someone's eyes will literally just light up, you know? So like, again, someone might be talking about a certain topic, and then all of a sudden, like when someone just, their eyes will just like, they'll just like light up, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. The second thing is people's tonality with you will often change, and they'll go, there's a specific tonality. It's called trying for rapport tonality. And it's when someone's voice goes up at the end. So like you might say something and I might be like I might say like, what? Or like, really? Or say that again? Like, say that again. Like their voice starts to like, they're starting to chase you. Right. And then the third thing is overall, you just got to ask yourself is, you know, do they care? Like, do these people really care? Like, because that is how you know that somebody is hooked. And somebody is hooked when value is involved. When you say something to somebody and they perceive it as valuable, they perceive it as important, they perceive it as, you know, yeah, just valuable, then that is when somebody is hooked. Without value, then no one is hooked. Another thing I wanted to say as well is that if you feel like you have not hooked somebody yet, that just means that you have to give a bigger sample of who you are. You have to show more what I would call range within your personality. What I mean by that is in order to hook someone, you have to have more range, and range breaks down to different things. But one thing is like topics. So for example, like if you're trying to like communicate with somebody and you're trying to build a relationship with somebody and you're trying to build rapport with somebody, and you might say something about a specific topic, but if that's uninteresting to them, what most people will do is just try to say more about the same thing that's already uninteresting to that person. But for me, I'm like, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm talking to them about something and it's really not like clicking, it's not hooking, then what I will do is I will quickly shift until I find a topic that is interesting to that person, something that does hook that person, right? So are you the type of person that like can't really, you know, that can only talk about one thing or nothing? Or are you the type of person that can just quickly shift between different kinds of topics and show a wider range? Another thing with range as well is just is your tonality. So with your tonality, if you are very monotone, then it's going to be very disinteresting, obviously. But if you're using different tonality, that's very important as well. Another thing with your voice is just volume. Like sometimes it's going to be really loud. Other times it's going to be like really quiet, right? Speaking fast and then also speaking slow too, right? So it's just different, just a lot of just range. I also as well, another thing too is just, I would say, you know, throwing some humor in there, throwing some jokes in there. It's like, if you're in a business setting, like people are so used to being in like having serious business conversations, and then you come in there and you're like cracking jokes, you know what I mean? And it's just boom, like that could hook somebody, right? So just showing a wide range of your personality and who you are. You see, the more that somebody experiences you, basically the more that they will essentially care. And so I'm going to ask, you want to ask your guys' selves 2 simple questions. There's 2 different kind of ways to like really like hook people. So one thing is, let's say you're trying to hook me as an example. You would ask yourself, okay, cool. Like, what do I already know about Cruiser? And what could I say that he might find valuable? So you might talk about something that I like as an example. Or there's a complete opposite approach to hook somebody as well. You might talk about something that I have absolutely no idea about. And because I don't know about it, I might be interested in it, keywords, as long as you are. So I might be talking to you about something that you have no idea what I'm talking about, but if I'm passionate about it, if I'm authentic about it, if I have good energy and I'm like really into it, you'll get sucked in. If that makes sense, drop a 111 in the chat. I just want to make sure y'all are with me. Okay, cool. Perfect. So solid. All right, lit. So yeah, there's different ways to do it, but like I said, one way is asking, okay, cool. Like, what do I know about Lewis? What could I say that Lewis might find valuable? Or maybe I don't know anything about Lewis, right? But what's something that I'm really passionate about? What's something that I'm really interested in? And if I talk about that and I have authenticity and I have energy and I'm passionate, he's going to get sucked in. So I will say this as well. Authenticity is definitely key. I'm a perfectionist. And so I used to think that people want perfection. People don't want perfection. People want authenticity. People want people who are real. People want people who, know exactly who it is that they are. And this is really important to understand because I feel like that there is not enough of that nowadays. There's not enough just realness nowadays. So when you are that type of person that is unapologetically you, and people can tell that you're not putting up a front, because that's what most people do, is they just put up a front of of who they want you to see that they are, not who they really are. That is when everything will start to change. So yeah, with that being said, guys, what we're going to do is drop an 8 in the chat if you really just want to take your social skills to the next level. Drop an 8 in the chat real quick, for real. On it. All right, cool. Let's do this. Okay, cool. So we got everybody in the chat box. What I want to do is I'm gonna do one or two things. Either what I could do is I can call somebody out, or who's brave enough and wants to just talk with me real quick. Someone want to volunteer themselves. Let's see. Drop a 7 in the chat if you want to volunteer yourself. It's funny because we'll have all these 8s, and then when it's time to volunteer people's selves, chat goes ghost. Who's iPhone? Who is iPhone?
It's Tori.
Tori, of course it's Tori. What's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Cruiser?
All right, Tori is someone that has amazing energy. Tori's authentic. Tori is her no matter what. Yo, Tori, I'm gonna give you a challenge, all right?
Okay.
All right, the challenge is by the way, like, me and Tori had no conversation about this before. So, yo, Tori, based off of what I told you, I'm going to tell you in about 10 seconds, to do your best to say something that will hook me. And that could be based off of something that you already know about me, or that could be whatever. You could literally say anything. Like I said, something that you're passionate about. So does that sound good?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, cool. Hook me. Go for it.
Yo, Cruiser, my man, I see that you're always out and about traveling, and I know that you have been, you've been coming in and out of different states and countries, and I just wanted to let you know, have you heard what's going on with like cryptocurrency? What's really going on with like, I know that Ukraine and Russia are going on, but did you hear that they froze their assets and that only those who have crypto can really like make means happen and really just survive out here? Like, have you heard of that?
Yo, I did hear about that. So like, what in Ukraine, like, tell me more about that. Like, what is, like, how's that work? I saw a little bit, like I saw posts, but I didn't like look into it.
So like, I've been seeing lots of info like going out and about, and I heard that basically anybody who has who uses the Russian currency, I'm not too sure what the Russian currency is, by the way, but anybody who uses the Russian currency, that all all of their assets in the bank are frozen and they can't even get money out. They can't use their credit cards. They can't use their debit cards. And so only the people who actually invested into crypto and actually have cryptocurrency can actually buy things and can actually transfer their crypto into an actual currency. Isn't that crazy?
That's
So
crazy. Yo, everybody drop some nines in the chat. Drop some nines in the chat for Tori. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually hooked. Like I was actually like, yo, like obviously she talks about crypto. She obviously knows I'm interested in crypto. And then she brought up something that was happening, you know, in the world, like something that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like most people are talking about stuff that's just irrelevant. She's talking about stuff that's relevant. And she had amazing energy and she was just on the spot. So Tori, I appreciate you. And she's in the car. You're funny. Yeah. All right. Does someone else want to try? Someone else want to try. That was honestly really like, Tori, you did better than I thought you were going to do. Not that I knew you were going to do good, but like, that was great. Does anybody else want to try? Now's your chance. We love Tori. Facts. Anybody else? Anybody else who's brave? Or anyone else who's not brave? Anyone who's scared? That'd be ideal. Facts. Tori can't be the only one. If not, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to call some people out. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Sheesh. Tori should be running this training. So funny. Literally, as soon as I started like calling people out, a bunch of cameras went off. That is hilarious. I should call some people out that their cameras went off. Okay, let's see.
I guess I'll go.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm nervous though. I'm scared. You said scared, and I'm like, gotta do it.
You're good. That's great. I mean, that's normal. Go for it.
Damn, I don't know where I would start. I don't know. I'm nervous.
No, that's good. You're good.
How would I approach a situation like this if you would give me advice on how to start?
Advice is I would literally kind of what I said already. I would ask myself like, okay, what do I know about this person? So maybe like for me, like I'll just give you an example. So like, hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna mute someone really quick. So what I would do is advice would be like, if you know a little bit about me, or maybe you don't at all, but like for me, for example, like I'm really interested in obviously business, network marketing, sales, personal development. I love soccer. I love traveling. I love trading. I'm really into going to the gym. I'm into like a lot of different things, right? So like based off of what you know about somebody, like obviously you could talk about, like, for example, Tori like knows I'm interested in crypto. She started talking about crypto and then kind of went into like, just, you know, something that was interesting, you know what I mean? And that's one way of doing it. Or you could say something that has absolutely nothing to do with me, but as long as it's something that like you're like super like interested in, and if I don't know about it, I might be interested in it as well, as long as you're really interested in whatever it is that you're talking about. So that is also another option as well.
All right, so I guess I would start by like, let me see here. I would say, I'm trying to come up with a good one. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people watching.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I would basically just approach you with the, you know, I see you have a lot of tattoos. You like ink, huh?
I do.
I was gonna, oh man, I can't. I'm nervous. I can't. See, this is why, like, I know I can, but.
You got it. You got it. So here's what happens is the brain.
Yes, that's
so,
what it is.
Yeah. So like there's a saying out there, and it's like, when you're in your head, you're dead, and you just all in your head, but you're good. You're doing a great job. Like we got social pressure on right now. We got 50 plus people on watching. We got, you know, I'm recording. Like there's like a lot of stuff going on, but don't let your brain psych yourself out. Like you got this. Like you are actually doing a great job. Like you just got to keep it going. So keep on going with what you're saying.
So I see like ink. I'm a graphic designer, and I wanted to just I do graphic design for, anything from network marketing to crypto. Do you invest in crypto?
Yeah, I do invest in the crypto.
Did you hear about that coin, Solana?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I heard it's supposed to be taking off very, very, very soon, and Polkadot and Ethereum as well. Ethereum's already up there, but Polkadot, Ethereum, sorry, it's already up there. But I was reading yesterday, and I noticed that it's going to be one of the main coins. So I mean, might as well invest now.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So you actually did an amazing job. And just to give you just the tiniest bit of feedback is that just talk about why. So what you did was you hooked me initially, and I was like hooked, and I was like, okay, wow, like this is really interesting. And you said like, have you heard of Solana? Have you heard of this or that? Yes. Or whether I said no or yes, doesn't matter. Like yes, like cool, or no, you haven't. Either way, then it's like, okay, like bro, like you have to, because this and this. So people always want to know why. People always want to know like what's in it for me, and they also want to know like, number one, they want to know how is this relevant to them, but number two, they want to know like why. So if I tell you, hey, like invest in this, you're gonna be like, okay, why? You know what I mean? In your head, you're gonna be thinking why. So you did a great job. I'm proud of you. That was amazing. So what was your name?
Dial Marie.
Say again.
Dial Marie. Basically like dial and then Marie.
Dial Marie. Are you going to convention in
Yes, I'll be there.
or in West Palm? Awesome. I'll see you there. We'll talk.
Awesome.
Appreciate you. All right, cool. Let's do one more person. Let's do one more person, guys. Let's do one more person. Except the next person. Hey, what's up? Diana, let's do it.
Hi. Okay, so I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do, but I'll do it. I wasn't here. I just got in, so I was like, let me see.
You're cutting out a little bit, but hopefully you should be good. So we were
Okay,
talking.
so
Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know what, I just joined late. I saw Mandy's post. She was like, who's here? And I was like, oh shit, I missed it.
Okay, cool.
So I
So
joined really quick.
we're talking about like hooking people's attention. And I said the two best ways to hook someone's attention when you're talking to somebody is to either obviously ask yourself, what do I already know about this person? And what's something that they might find valuable, and talk about that. Or talking about, maybe it's something that I know absolutely nothing about, but if you're really into what you're talking about and you're really passionate about it and it's like interesting to you, then I'll get sucked in too. So either way. So for example, they both kind of talked a little bit about crypto, which was great. And that was a great topic, something I was really interested in too. To be honest, I feel like that would be, I would say try something else, obviously, since we just did that. But yeah.
I think I have some.
Okay, let's do it. Go for it.
Okay. Hi.
What's up?
Are we just doing? Okay.
Either way, you're good.
So like, okay. Are you what do you work as? What do you work? Are you currently employed, unemployed?
Do you want me to answer like actually, or do you want me to like be like a normal, like a regular person?
Like actually.
Okay, right. Okay, so I'm partnered up with I have an online business called Life by Design, and it's an education platform that teaches people about crypto.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Mhm.
Do you manage your own hours? Are you your own boss?
Yes, I do. I do manage my own hours.
So I see you set up crypto. What exactly? Ooh, I'm getting nervous.
You're good.
I know you said about crypto. So what would you recommend me? Or no, am I supposed to get your attention, or is it the other way around?
Yeah, you're supposed to hook my attention.
Oh,
Exactly. That's the goal. That's the goal. So your goal is to just like, I'm supposed to be really interested in what you're saying. Like that's the goal. Your goal is like, okay, cool. How can I get whoever, in this case me, really interested in what it is that I'm talking about.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be about crypto. It could literally be about anything. Like it could literally be about anything.
Oh, okay. So I see that you have your tattoos. Did you ever think, do you design your own tattoos, or how do you decide which tattoo you want?
I'm like the least artistic person that you would ever meet. So I'll have an idea and I have an artist and I'll explain it to them and I'll have them draw it out. And then when they draw it out, if I like it, then boom, that's it.
You make this hard.
That was my honest answer.
I had this like, I thought you were gonna answer something. You make this hard, Cruiser.
You're funny.
Next.
You're funny. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try telling me about something that you're really excited about? It could be something I know nothing about. It doesn't always have to be about me or the other person. Like I could be talking about like, yo, like Diana, like, are you doing any kind of like personal development right now?
Yes.
What are you reading something, listening to something? What is it?
Reading. Actually, I'm watching this girl. Her name is Mary Kate, and she does like many manifestations, a law of attraction. So I'm just checking it out.
That's crazy. Like right now, literally, no exaggeration, I'm reading this book. It's called Becoming Supernatural. It's from Joe Dispenza. He's like one of my favorite artists of all time. And he breaks down the law of attraction as well, but he does it from a completely different perspective. So like he talks about the science behind it, the quantum physics behind it. He talks about how literally like how your thoughts, produce how your thoughts are the electric charge and how your feelings are the magnetic charge, and how you think and how you feel creates your state of being, and who you're being creates your entire reality around you. It's crazy. You have to read the book.
I'll definitely take it under my list. I'm gonna write it down. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll be like, hello. I liked it. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to have like a reading session? We should do that. We should all like start reading a book. I did that with my team.
But awesome. So as example is like, I just like brought up personal development. Like, obviously I know that you're into personal development. So like, that's something I talked to you about, but yeah, so that was a good, like, that was just an example.
I got it. Thank you.
But you did a great job as well. So
I did an okay job.
No, you did a great job. You came on and you volunteered yourself and you didn't even know what you're volunteering yourself for. So I would say you did a great job. You did a great job. Awesome. Cool. All right, guys. Let's see. What else are we talking about here? Might want to go. I think I could. All right. Business Barbie. Go ahead. Go for it. Let's do it.
Hello.
Alexa.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. What's up, Cruiser? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was actually checking out your page and I saw that you are totally into content and like into photography. How did you get into that?
Well, hold on. I hear myself a lot in the background. But I would say that I started my first home-based business in 2015. In the first year or two, it was just, I was doing a lot of just belly to belly like marketing and stuff like that. And then in 2018, that's when I really just saw the power of building a brand, the power of online marketing, the power of social media and all that. And then I kind of just doubled down, tripled down, and went all in with like creating content.
That's right. So you already know about like being able to make an income and a passive income from creating content. That's what it sounds like.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, that's what's up. I have the same, a similar background. I've actually been doing it for 7 years in a different industry, in the life insurance industry. And then I switched over when I noticed how money was changing. I actually switched over to learning about cryptocurrency So I would love to talk to you more about that. Are you open to, adding another stream of passive income? Because, that could be a very beneficial thing from your platform. I could see it really working out well for you.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Okay, that's what's up. I'd love to check out more things that you have, in your future of creating. And let's talk more.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Awesome.
perfect.
You did a great job. You did an amazing job. Yeah, I would say just like a little bit of feedback overall. I think that you did a great job. I think that to take it to the next level, if you just had a little bit more of just expressiveness, just like a little bit more like range with like, I feel like the topic was great. I feel like the way that you brought it up was great and everything was great. I feel like if you just had a little bit more expressiveness, so it's like kind of like what I was talking about earlier. So like different tonality, speaking fast, speaking slow. What's the word I'm looking for? Different, just a little bit more range, rather than like, for example, like if you were to use the same tone, same speed, same all that. But overall, I think that you did a great job. And like the fact that you did something really powerful too, you said, hey, I've been doing this for 7 years. So you instantly created credibility for yourself. That's something that I really love that you did as well. Anytime someone's like, yo, I've been doing this for 7 years, like, I'm like, wow, like that's really powerful. So great job. I appreciate you. Alexa, you want to go?
Yeah, excuse my workout.
Go ahead. Wait, what did Alexa say, or am I tripping? I thought, what did she just say? I'm confused.
I feel like no dudes have gone, so I should probably go too. Wait,
What'd you say?
me?
Yeah.
I said I feel like no guys have gone, so I should go.
All right, Landon, let's hear it, bro. Hook me, bro. And
Um,
let's switch it up, bro. Let's not talk about crypto. Let's not talk about business. It could be like something related, but I don't know. Let's try to switch it up a little bit. I feel like we were
switch
talking
it up on me, bro. So
Huh?
switch it up on me. All right, you gonna switch it up on me? All right, let me see.
Yeah, bro. I can't just make it easy on you. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, Cruiser. I've been seeing you on social media, bro. I've been seeing that you're really into like impacting people and kind of just reaching out and stuff like that. How long you been like? What kind of got you into that, man?
Yeah, man. In 2018, I flew out to Arizona for a big trading event, and I got introduced to crypto, forex, trading in general. At first, I tried it myself, started getting crazy results, and then from there, it's like, yo, I had to just tell the world about it, and went from not knowing anything to teaching a lot of people. So that's how I got into it, bro.
Word, that's really cool, bro. That's really cool. So check it out. It's really interesting. I actually have a group of people I link up with. We sit around, we do trainings with when it comes to trading, with crypto, with NFTs, all that kind of stuff. And it's really just a good environment to be around, man. It's really just nice to have that community feeling. And it's something I really think you'd be interested in. Or just come say, hang out with us sometime. We can spread knowledge back and forth, stuff like that.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Okay, sounds good. When, how often do you guys get together?
We get together once a week, man.
Once a week? Where at?
It really just depends on what's best for everybody. But right now we can get together in Auburn. I know you're out there in Florida, but you travel a lot, so you got the money. You can come out once a week.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. That was good too. That was great. So I think in the beginning, I think that you had really good energy, and then towards the end, at certain parts, got a little just like stuck. But that's normal. Like you're on a you're on a high pressure call. You know what I mean? So it's like you did it. You did a great job. So all right, I appreciate.
I was trying not to go into crypto.
What'd you say?
I was trying to like steer off from like crypto.
You're good.
Yeah, thanks,
You're good. I appreciate you, bro. Good job, man. All right, Eric, let's hear it, bro. after Eric, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I have some other things I want to do with you guys, but okay, cool. Yeah, Eric, let's hear it, brother.
Yo, what up, Cruiser? How are you, man?
I'm great. How are you, bro?
Man, I'm good. I feel great, man. But real quick, man, you live in Miami, right?
Right.
Boom. Well, I'm actually gonna be there in a few weeks, man. And you know what's really crazy, bro? I know that you play soccer.
That is
And I know
true.
you that play soccer. And in fact, bro, I don't know if you're familiar. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Ronaldinho.
Of course, bro. How could
Bro,
you not?
Ronaldinho is actually gonna be in Miami, bro.
You're lying.
Bro, in fact, bro, supposedly he's supposed to be doing like little pickup games and all that, like little indoor pickup games at a certain location, bro. But I only have one more ticket. I was gonna ask you, bro, since you're interested in soccer, man, like you down to roll up with me?
Bro, I'm down. Let's do it.
Oh, let's get it, bro. We better ball up.
That was a lie, right? That was not true.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Bro, you got me hyped for a second. I was actually hooked. Like, I was like, yo, like Ronaldinho, like what? That's crazy. But nah, you did a great job. Name dropping is really powerful, obviously. So like, you know, if you know somebody's really, you know, interested in something, someone, name dropping is huge, you know. And so that was great. You did a great job. And I love that you know, kind of switched up the topics a little bit. That was fire. But no, I was actually hooked. Like, I was really like, yo, like, let's go. Like, I'm down. Like, let's do it. So that was great. Appreciate you, bro. All right, guys. We got, what time is it? We got some time. We got a little bit of time. So we spent the last 40 minutes talking about hooking people. I have a couple other challenges for you guys, but for these next challenges, you're going to be in different social situations at all times, right? So at the same time, it's like I'm giving you guys like time to like, how do I say this? I kind of literally broke it all down and then I was like, okay, here, now go do it. But there's going to be different situations where it's like, okay, like, you know, different social situations where you're not going to have that. And it's very important to, I would say, not just get ready, but stay ready so you don't have to get ready is really what I'm trying to say. So I have a couple different situations in my head that I want to give to you guys to see how well that you respond to different social situations. And yeah, so this is going to be even more difficult because I gave you guys a topic and then we kind of just went off that. But now I want to kind of like take it to the next level and give you guys a couple different scenarios / things to talk about and just see how well a couple people do. So it'll be fun. So yeah, who wants to go now? Who wants to try now? We're gonna do something different. I. Julesies, let's do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna give people different scenarios. I have a few. So Jules, what was your name?
My name is Jewel. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Jewel, here is the situation I'm going to give you. So what I do a lot, I did like 3 of them today. I did 3 connect calls. And a connect call is where maybe I don't know somebody or just haven't talked to somebody in a really long time and haven't talked to them forever, but usually don't even really know this person. And before I even share the business with them, I do what's called a connect call where I'll hop on a quick, maybe I met them on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case is. And I'll tell them, hey, like, what's your story? And then I'll have them share their story. And then I'll tell them my story. I'll say, hey, you know, this is where I was. Hey, this is where I am now. Hey, this is how crypto trading I am has impacted me in a positive way. And here's where I see myself going. Your story. And, you know, it's usually about a minute long, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. But yeah, I want you to tell me your story as if like we just met just now and you wanted to tell me your story about where you were, where you are, how it's impacted you in a positive way a little bit, and where you see yourself going.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
Funny
you're
enough,
good.
honestly, I told myself this event, I definitely wanted to actually introduce myself to you because the first one I went to, I chickened out. I recognized you, but I chickened out.
What's
Um,
that?
SummerSlam. I
Nice.
saw Leanne and then I saw you and I just leaned more towards Leanne because I don't know, she was a girl, so I felt more comfortable approaching her.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, so a little about me, when I first got into the business, it was after college. And I feel like a lot of people, when they graduate, you either like go straight into working or you don't. And I was one of those people that I didn't really know where I stood. And I had a lot of accomplishment with what I got done, but I was more of like, where do I want to go? And so something I even like, so far that I've taken from my involvement isn't really the results that I thought I would get. I literally underestimated how important people I didn't even know could affect me.
Mm.
And that's something that I now know that I value so much. And like taking that risk was the biggest thing that I took from it so far. And I'm still taking from it.
Mhm. Wow, that's amazing. Where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself a year from now, 2 years from now, a few years from now?
I'm still finding that out, honestly. And so a lot of times I'm a little shaky.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
But like, this is what I want to work on because I honestly love talking to people. I love networking. I knew I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to work with different people, but it's more of like getting myself ready for that. And so
Right there, hold on. There was a 10-second, 15-second glimpse where your energy just shifted. You're like, yo, like, this is what I want to do. This is what like that right there was like you just like being like, just letting yourself just be yourself. And like, I stopped you because like, I want you to recognize it. Like when you're like flowing and when you're like not that, but yeah, that was amazing. But keep on talking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just
well, honestly, the plan.
Time out. Actually, did everyone else notice that? Or is that just me? Did everybody else notice that? Drop a 2 in the chat if you noticed that, or if it was just me. Okay, cool. So everybody in here, we all like have like this confidence in us. And oftentimes we think that we need certain situations outside of us in order for us to be like, okay, to let it out. But when you realize that you're the only, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about myself, I'm talking about everybody. When I realized that the only person's permission that I needed to be confident was my own, and it didn't matter what was going outside, and all that mattered was, you know, the internal, then boom, everything started to change. But yeah, I'm sorry. I had to just stop you really quick because like, yeah, I just had to do it. But you're doing a great job. Continue with what you're saying.
Well, honestly, the reason I wanted to volunteer is because I feel like when I talk to other people, I can just talk about anything or kind of like go with it. I got uncomfortable more because you asked me to tell my story, and that's something that I know that I struggle with. And so like, honestly, like, I want to know more about you. Like, I want to know, the other day someone asked me, like, what do you do? And then like, what do you want to do? And that's like a common question when you're in college, but like, I'm not in college anymore. And I feel like that question has so much more value to the people that are not in a traditional school system now. And it, like, that's something that I want to do. I want to know what you, like, I know you're working towards what you want to do, but like, specifically, what is something that you're working on right now?
What is something that I'm working on specifically right now? Just are you talking about like
Anything.
goals, anything?
Yeah, anything.
I'm working on a lot of things.
Pick something today. What did you work? What is something that you checked off today that you're working towards?
Let me think. I'm thinking.
That you excited to do?
This call, to be honest with you, for real. Like before I was on this call, I was like thinking about like people think these calls just happen. Like, nah, like people really like put effort into these things. Like I was like going through my notes, I was studying, I was like, trying to figure out what should I ask, in what order should I put things in. And like, I love these kinds of calls. So like, that's one thing that I did today. Yeah, that's one thing I love doing is just just teaching, training. I don't know. It's just something that I feel like I really love to do. But that's one thing. But since we are on the topic of social skills, one thing that I'm working on is I used to be a really big people pleaser. I used to be like a yes man. Like I used to just be that kind of person that like, I feel like I like couldn't really express my opinion and I would always agree with other people and I wouldn't say what I would think and I'd be scared of confrontation. And yeah, if anybody can relate to that, by the way, drop a 7 in the chat. I'm just curious. And so that's why this entire call, I've been talking so much about like authenticity, be yourself, because I, for the longest time, would not do that. There are still moments in time where I catch myself, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I say it? Like, so like, that's something that I'm working towards is every single day, we always talk about study other people, and yes, study other people that have the results that you want. But for me, like I study myself and I'm like, yo, like, who am I? What are my core values? It's so crazy to me. Like now you just got me going. Look what you did.
Because it seems like common sense, because it's like, I don't know, I grew up, so I'm in like the military and you have like your core values and that's like kind of just something on the board. But like if someone asks you that and it's not for a job interview, it's like, how much do you hold this in your life? Like respect is something I've always had. Integrity is something I've always maintained. But like integrity to what it used to be is different to what it is to me now. Like it doesn't mean that I'm always going to say what I do in terms of like what I can do for other people. It means that like I kind of relate to you. I feel like I've been a people pleaser the most of my life. And honestly, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I don't know if you ever listened to Ed Milet.
I love Ed Milet. You hooked me. I'm already hooked. Like all you had to say was Ed Milet.
It's like I don't. And the thing is, not a lot of people know him, but I realized that I think part of me was like a people pleaser because I didn't think most people would like me because I'm not sure how much I'd like them, like how they live their life. Like in general, like I love to meet people. I love to talk to people, get to know people, but it's more for like how they treat other people. I didn't like their actions. And for me to tell you that I don't like what you're doing, I felt like that would make you not like me anymore. And so like, that's something I'm working on and something that I like, when I meet other people that used to be a little bit more shy, I'm like, okay, so how did you get to where you are now? Because that's something that I'm constantly working on. And so like, I love talking about this topic and getting to know other people who have been on that path as well.
Yeah. No, like for me, like I just like, I'm literally the last person that should be in like a network marketing business. Like I just had like a couple friends and like that was it. So like I definitely feel you. But yo, Jewel, I want you to hit me up on the side so that we can kind of just I don't know, like we can kind of like talk some more about what we're talking about, game plan a little bit. I don't know if you need help with anything, but yeah, hit me up on Instagram and then I'll help you out. And yeah, and I appreciate you for hopping on and sharing. Yeah, I just have a couple more things I have to do on this call. So I got to like stop the conversation, but it was great talking to you, and message me. Okay. We'll talk more.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. All right. Last but not least, I think Mandy said that she wanted to go. Mandy, are you free or no? Did I read something, or was that in my head?
Nah, I'm free. Explain to me what we're doing again one more time.
I'm giving people random situations.
Okay, like a connect. You were doing like a connect call, yeah?
I did a connect call, and then we were doing other things, but I'm gonna give you a different one. I'm gonna give you the hardest one.
No.
Yeah, you're the most experienced person on here. I'm gonna give you the hardest one.
All right, bet.
We're just giving people. She's like, damn, I shouldn't have signed up for this. I'm just giving people different situations. All right, cool.
Look at people in the chat are loving that you're gonna give me the hardest one. Let's go.
Of course. Of course. All right, cool. So it's not really, I don't know. It might be the hardest one, might not. But okay. So I think that one of the greatest things that people could do to, okay. So for me, I started doing chairman talks where I was interviewing different chairmen. It was kind of like podcast style kind of thing. And I feel like one of the greatest things that people could do to improve their social skills is just like start a podcast, something where they can like talk a lot more. You know what I mean? And just like,
yeah,
that's the whole point of
Instagram
the
Live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I want you to give us if Mandy had a podcast, I want to hear your hypothetical opening introduction, 30 seconds or however long, of like how you would like intro your podcast, something like that.
This is
Real on the spot right now.
Difficult. Oh no, someone put minutes with Mandy.
Let's hear it.
All right. What's going on, everybody? You are tuning in to Minutes with Mandy, and I'm so excited today to really give everybody the information that they need to financially get to the next level. If you're someone that likes to talk about music or money, you are in the right place. So I'm gonna put Mandy's morning mindset, because this is Mandy's morning mindset, Minutes with Mandy. So welcome to this podcast, and stay tuned if you're someone that wants to make sure that you are making money in minutes. Let's get it.
Hey, you're lit. No, that was lit.
I'm actually gonna start a podcast now.
Nah, like what, like people don't understand though, like what you just did, like is like one of the hardest things that anyone could do, is just like, I just literally just put a random ass situation.
So you know what someone wrote, I think it was Eric put Power 106 LOL, but it's true. When I used to work at the radio, I'll tell everybody on this will be a good like ending story for everybody. When I used to work in the radio, we used to have to be an MC, and you would go out and you would MC like different concerts, and you'd have a DJ, right? And long story short, like I'm a musician, I'm a singer and a songwriter, but you have to be a hype man. So you have to be able to be like, what's good, everybody? You're tuning into Power 106, the #1 hip hop station in LA. Start just like making it hype, making it exciting. And every day I used to go to work, I used to really get butterflies, because they would always put me on like the mic. And I always was like, oh, like here we go again. And so something that helped me is I used to listen to the radio back in my car, and I would listen to the people that were on the commercials on the radio, and when they would say something on the radio, I would repeat it. And so I do the same thing when I'm studying Cruiser. Cruiser, taught me how to do connecting calls, and taught me how to, just really like do things the right way. And so I used to get on trainings like this, and I love that he's having you guys unmute yourself for this fact. And I would just repeat what people were saying. I would listen to the op calls, repeat what people were saying. And so practice makes perfect, guys. If you feel awkward or you feel nervous or you get butterflies still, because I still do, just listen to somebody that you really respect and just copy what they're doing. Success leaves clues. So
yeah, I feel like since you thought that this was going to be a connect call, and since like that is something that's really important, I feel like you should give that to people really quick. Like if you were to do a connect call with somebody, like how would you tell your story really quick? I feel like and then we'll end the call. That's
what I literally thought we were gonna do. I was not excited for morning.
You didn't think that. Yo,
Minutes with Mandy. I thought we were doing a connect call. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, I just found Cruiser on Instagram. We connected in a text message where I got his phone number and was able to schedule a call today at 7 p.m. So I'm gonna call him up. We're gonna do a connect call so I can turn him into a warm market lead. If you guys are ready, type in the chat. I'm ready.
Big ready.
Big ready. All right, Cruz, you ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
So I'm gonna call you. So you're gonna tell your story. Is that okay?
Sure.
Or do you want to switch roles so I could tell mine?
No, you can call me and
Okay.
I'll tell you my old story. Like I'm not in network marketing, like the
Okay, yeah, be a regular
I'm
valet.
a regular person.
Car driver. Okay, ready. Ring ring.
What's up?
Hi, Cruisers. This is Cruiser, yes?
What's
Hey,
going on?
Cruiser,
How are
this
you?
is Mandy from Instagram. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad we could finally get connected. Cruiser, tell me a little bit about your story. Where are you from? What do you do?
Well, simple story. I'm from Seattle. I grew up there my entire life. I'm currently going to college. I'm playing soccer. I played soccer forever, literally like since I was 5 years old. And that's what I've been doing. It's my second year in college playing soccer. And my goal is to kind of just take it to the next level and keep doing that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you said you're from Seattle. That's amazing. I'm actually from LA. I'll tell you a little bit about myself so we're not complete strangers. I'm actually a singer and a songwriter. Just finished college. I have a marketing and music degree. I do love soccer. Used to play a really long time ago, but bro, I'm trash. So, I would love to see you play. And, I really just wanted to get on this call to get connected with you. But Cruiser, I know that we were talking about business and I know you've been ready to see some more information for a while. So this is what I'm going to do. I actually want to put you on this call that's happening right now with one of my mentors who's making 6 figures. This is someone that's had a ton of success so that you could really see how I've been able to, make money online, build a business online. I know that we were speaking about, just different ways to generate income. So I'd love to put you in front of the information and then reconnect with you on a call after you've seen it. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to send you the information, the call, and then I'm going to hop back on the phone with you in like 25 minutes after you see the information and we'll go from there.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Cruiser, talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, first of all, I just want to just recap some of that stuff just because sometimes things will go over our heads. But number one is Mandy already knew how the conversation was going to go before the conversation even happened. It was planned out, so it's there's massive certainty in what she was saying. You just tell based off of the way that she's speaking that she's a professional and she knows what she's talking about by her tonality and by what she's saying and all that. So that's one thing. Another thing is she made fun of herself. She was like, yo, soccer, I'm trash, make fun of yourself, make jokes, have fun. That was really, really important as well. And yeah, obviously didn't try to explain it over the phone, was just being that preview to the movie. Major key, invited me. And also you did something else that, oh yeah. And then you're like, sounds good. Yes, sounds good. No one's ever going to say sounds bad. Anytime you say, does that sound good? How does that sound? You're always going to get a yes 99% of the time. And those are just some things that I was noticing as Mandy was speaking. And that is why Mandy is Mandy. So
I was trying not to make it too long, like my first connection call, Cruz.
Oh God.
Thank you. Love you.
All right. Love you too. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have an amazing rest of your guys' day. And I'll see you guys all in Palm Beach in 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks. Bye, family.